Yo guys, Master Markov here, and welcome to Venba. So today we are going to be playing a game specifically because I really want to do a Mother's Day themed game for Mother's Day for the upload. And I haven't uploaded in a while, and I really wanted this to be one of the starting ones. Ooh, we actually have a recipe book already. I'm guessing that we're going to have to actually unlock all of them before we start. Now, while this game at first doesn't really seem like a Mother's Day kind of game, I did really want to show it off because it's that perfect mix of story and actual puzzle that I really like to do sometimes because it's a relaxing game that doesn't make you feel like you have to actively play it all the time. So, let's hop right into it. Think well before you dare, and never ruminate once in action. The year is 1988. And the couples all look extremely stoic. Good lord. Muthu travels. Is that a plane blanket? Unfortunately, I usually just get those tiny little wing pins from JetBlue. I never get a whole throw blanket. Leaving already. I don't even know how to do the kind of accents I would need to for this video, so I think I'm just gonna politely skip on all of those, just saying. Ayo, sorry, did I wake you? What time is it? 8. How are you feeling? Tired. Just like yesterday. Okay. Now I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. I was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You could steam some idlis quickly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. It's okay. I was just about to leave. It's just idlis. Very easy. It'll take me too long, Venba. Don't worry. I can just survive on the coffee machine. That's the concerning look of a person who says, fine, I'll do it myself. Wait 5 minutes. Venba, really, it's fine. No. You make lunch for myself anyways. Just tell the school I'll be done in a minute. Okay. Man, my hair is looking like a wreck over here sitting on this couch. Also, that is one creepy looking mask up there. Why does it feel like that Coney Island, like creepy face up on that top shelf? Mixed with a little bit of Nacho Libre. Okay, let's get this done fast. Although... Man, that is one beat up book. Should I try my mother's recipes for once? I mean, sure, if you think an eldritch abomination is gonna come out of that thing. I mean, dang. You know, for your mother's recipe book, which means it's not that old. It's not like a multi-generational book that's gotten worn and torn over the years. That looks like somebody ran it over repeatedly. Oof. The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers. They would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. I should just make them her way today. Recipe is still readable, that is. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine there's too many legible things in there. Crank up them tunes! Man, I look defeated, and I didn't even start yet. Alright, let's see. Idli plate, towel, cooker, water, batter. Holes let steam through. These also have holes so batter can cook. Make sure to or it will leak. Arrange plates so steam could cook properly. Okay, see... That makes it seem like I gotta do it like the holes from here have to line up like with each individual one separately. Now I made idli with these type of plates before. My difference from mine seems to be a holes in the plates. Recipe also calls for towels. Not sure why. Mama swears this method makes idlis a lot softer. Okay, what is this? I don't want hints, but what is this? About idlis? Oh, well, how it's made. Well, I wish I knew that. I mean, that would work. Idlis are a breakfast staple. They ask so little of you, but they give you so much back. Simply grind rice and some fermented lentils for that cloudy batter. I'm sorry, that's rice and lentils, and somehow this is easy? Ground, I should say. If they weren't ground, it'd be easy, but I'm using flour and water for my batters most of the time. I'm not making a pseudo risotto. And seem to make those soft, fluffy cakes. Anyone can make it. It's so easy. Except for my husband, I guess. Although I've never made it with my mother's cooker, so this might be a challenge. And what was that other one? How it's served. Idlis are versatile, and it's all about what you eat with. Chili powder and some sesame oil would work well. Of course, staples like sambar and coconut chutney are great too. But eating it with some leftover chicken gravy is my favorite. Of course, there's a lot of options. Even though you said garlic chutney, I think. So I should close the lid before turning on the stove. I see. So that's the last step, is turning it on. So, presumably, if this is like any normal steamer, do that, take the plate, I'm putting the plate without bat. What? I can't put the plate first? Okay, so I'm assuming we put the towel over top of this, and then the batter on that, and then we put the plate in. Oh, I can rotate? Whoa, I don't like how that rotates. Okay, let's repeat that step. A little bit more batter. Put that on. I'm gonna assume that's right. The way that they say it makes it seem like you got to... And then... Oh. Wait, no. Hold on. See, the problem is... I really don't like that that's how you gotta do that. You have to do this. Okay, so I'll turn it first. So it's like that. And then this, the batter. And then like that, and then we turn it again, and then this, that, and then put it on top. And I think that's good, and then we close the lid, turn it on, see how it turns out. Oh, so that was a lot of batter all in those, you know, like 12 little bits. It'd be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Okay, didn't I turn that off first? Ah, it's done. Wow, perfection! Hopefully perfection. Man, you are really looking defeated. Hey, we made idlis. I love the little smiley faces. Oh wow, you even took the time to make our faces. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Aren't you on a time crunch? I think you forgot about my beard, though. You really didn't have to do this. What else could I do? My husband can't figure out idlis. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. Why do I have a bad feeling that this is morning sickness? It's not a big deal if I skip lunch once. Pavlon, you're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. It's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know, but that's what it feels like. And even if I had to let you leave, I couldn't sleep peacefully. I'd feel too guilty. I know I shouldn't, but you know I would. I think, honestly, both of those answers would have had the same response. I don't love when games do that, but I do have to say, at least it makes it a little easier for the game devs. It is so hard for you to cook, even on days like this. You're right. Sorry. Make a grilled cheese, man! Come on! Do you look for tickets back home? Yes, it's expensive, but we can manage it. So, do you think we should go? I don't know. May ask the boss again if he can make me full-time. Unless school gives you more shifts. Or my boss changes his mind. It's gonna be tough to stay in Canada. Oh, they're in Canada right now. Okay. You know there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I could teach again at my old job. And there's nothing really keeping us here. That would be nice. Okay, well, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. Oh no, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days now. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. That is one good perk of living in Canada. Tell me that they also have some combs here in Canada. Thank you, I was going to say. Also, you got some long hair. I mean, man. Some people need wigs with those. Gotta get my bling ready. More iblis. Also, not exactly quite the way I made it, but sure. Venba, you home? What'd the doctor say? Oh, I think we have some good news. So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What? What's with you? You never told me what that doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Oh, okay. Idlis again? Ah? What's got into you today? Don't tell me there's a third little smiley face. Oh. And you forgot the beard again. So I guess this means we have a reason to stay. Does it though? Would you rather raise your child alone in Canada? Well, I guess the free healthcare does help. But I would feel like you'd want to raise them with your family, or at least have them be born with your family. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either. But there's a chance at a very different life here. And it's only going to get more expensive, though, and we're barely scraping by as is. We can't even provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. Decisions! All decisions I would not want to have to make, that's for sure. What do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? I don't know. It's funny to see you worry like this. Is it? Are you not worried? I don't know. I feel very calm for some reason. Yeah, you're a little delusional. Maybe a little loopy after the meds the doctors might have gave you. That makes one of us. Pavlon. See, I keep thinking that the A is extended and she's saying it in like the Pavlon, but I think that might just be his name. I wasn't expecting the double A's. Pavlon. Yeah, it's a little weird. Pavlon, don't worry. I'm sure they'll turn out just fine. And how can you be so sure? It's our child. And you two are doing so fine? Paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping out enough money to maybe have a flight to go home? How else could they turn out? I don't know, like some iblis-loving monster, I guess. Being outshone by one's children is a universally desired form of sweet defeat. To 1994! Aww. Ain't that sweet? My name is Pavlon, sir. Pavlon, sir. Kevin. Where did you run off to? Sir, it would be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir. I don't have time to play, Kevin. I have a lot of work to do. What do they do now is the better question. I highly doubt they're still working on a teacher salary. Yes, sir. I've managed to transport hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Kevin, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take that off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. That job was in India, sir, but... Kevin, wait there. Don't run. Okay, that's more of a towel cape than anything. I was expecting the Superman logo or something on the back. Kevin, come back here. This has become a routine now. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. Ayo, that towel is so dirty, da. Here, wear this shirt, Kana. No. But, sir, you could just take me on a probation period, maybe? I'm driven, self-started, and a quick learner, sir. Put this on, Kana. Hurry up now. But I don't want to. Speak in Tamil, Kevin. Can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Kana? I understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for considering me. And that right there. Mwah! Kiss of death. Good day. I'm taking a very good guess with some very good odds that I take in Vegas that he did not get the job. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. I'm sorry, they didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story? That's not entirely untrue. I helped out in a grocery store when I was 12. And you're paid in candy. Hey, that's a good minimum wage these days. Plenty of Hershey's out there. Well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. Well, technically you could, but depends on how good you are. Not with my English. You know what? I wasn't even considering that. That's a good point. Spend half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. I should watch cartoons with Kevin. I can understand those shows. Maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Appa. Yes, but your son is going to forget to meal at this rate. You know his friends call him Kevin. What's wrong with that? Speak in Tamil, da. What's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyways. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you, where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name after all. What else are you gonna tell them? And Kevin means beautiful. Such a lovely name, and it suits you so well. Yeah! Mr. Hashslant Eye, sure! First thing that comes to mind is mwah! Perfection beautiful! I don't want to be beautiful. That's funny. I just want to be Kevin. And I get now what the text coloration is. That's when he actually speaks English. He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. You know he aced yesterday's English quiz? He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate that, Kana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Ooh, can we order pizza? Speaking Tamil, Kevin. I want pizza. How about we make something better? I don't really know what's gonna be better than pizza, but you know, maybe, just maybe, they might have something up their sleeve. Like a hero. Or, like, parota? Dosa? Idiapam? Dosa? Biryani? Gari dosa. Oh my god, there's a lot of dosa. Dosa? Dasa? Dessa? Diza? Nutsa. I mean, what? Anyways. No, I'm tired of all these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese, extra toppings. Hold the anchovies. And no pineapple. But you eat pizza all the time. Gavin, have you ever had putu? No. What's that? Well, I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. A rocket? Yes, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. It looks just like a rocket launching. It does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. I like how she just reverse psychology him right now. Yeah, I bet that worked. Will it really look like a rocket launch? Do you want to see? Hook, line, and sinker. Alright, let's get started. I haven't made this before, but Amma has a recipe on it. Hopefully it's readable. Where's the rocket? We need to make the flour first, Crank them tunes! It's time to make it a pizza! No, I was kidding. Alright, how are we making this? 500 kilograms of 500 grams of rice and water. Blend the rice, separate fine rice from chunks. I don't even know what that says. 1. Combine 5 grams of fine rice with water. I mean, how am I gonna know what to do with that? Alright, let's make some flour. When you get to the rocket part, zoomed off, be patient. Well, maybe this will say, storing the flour. What? And, I'm no expert. Usually we toast the flour after we make it, no? Usually, yes, it's important to toast, especially if you're going to store the flour for later. But we're using it right away, so it's okay to skip it. Okay, so blend the rice with water, I'm assuming. Separate the fine rice from chunks. Chunks over some size? I don't know, and then combine 5 rice with water. Wait, so hold on. Am I literally, like, putting that in here? Blending it? Now we have the blended rice. We put the thing... Hold on. Can we put the sieve, like, here? I should shake the sieve over the towel to catch everything. Alright, there we go. This is... Now it says some. I don't know, do I put that back in? And re-blend it? You know what? That's a good idea. And then we put the blend rice in the sieve. And then we just go and all that, and then boom, and then one more time, and then re-blend it. Alright. Wait, it says 1. Why is 1 only there? I don't know. You think that's enough? Because maybe we can't do this again. I don't know. This does look like it's all shaking out now. And then we just combine it with the water, right? I think this is perfect. Why does it feel like flour even though there's so much water? You have to mix the water and flour little by little. Final consistency should feel like slightly wet sand. Alright, did we get it? Alright, that wasn't too hard. Amma, when we get to the rocket? Oh god, we're not done? What the heck was that? Alright. Whoa, why is so much of this? Alright, 4 tablespoons of water. The coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. Got it. So I'm assuming bottom is water, so we fill this with water, put that on top, do coconut, 4 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of the coconut. So 4 tablespoons, coconut, 4 coconut. Got it. Alright, this is straightforward. Some of the parts of the water steam is cooked. The tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed. And in order. Coconut can probably easily. Is this gonna give us anything else? Other garnishes. Garnishing with coconut here, but really you could stuff it anything. Anything? Yes, like Irachi Putu is made with minced meat. Ah, what about cheese? Could you put cheese? You could, but you shouldn't. I mean, I think that'd make it a little more like pizza. So, 4 tablespoons of flour and 3 tablespoons of water. So we should put the water here first. Then we put the mold, right? Are we not putting the mold on? And said 3 tablespoons of coconut. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. My bad. So we do that, we do this, and then we do coconut. 1, 2, coconut. 1, 2, that. It's total. Why did nobody ever say that? You should turn this thing on after everything's ready. What do you mean? I see. We have to put that on there. I don't know why I thought it was attached with a wire. It's lunchtime, Kevin. Wow. That was so cool. Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Also, I love the fridge magnet stuff with like the Godzilla and the dad, mom, and me. I really like that. Mama, can we do that again? Aww. Mwah. Fantastique. Oh, we're unable to offer you our secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Oh, that's so messed up. Okay, so... Is he asleep? Well, if he's not, he certainly is gonna be after this. I think so. Gavin? Yeah, like any kid's just gonna wake up after that. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. Good. So, that interview. Another dead end? Yes. I think I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we could make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? I know you don't like Suresh, but I think you should take that sales job at his company. Man. We are really at the end of our rope here. We're behind on rent again. Haven't sent money home in a while. I thought moving here would be a chance to start over. And even here, we still have to beg people like Suresh. It's not begging. I know. I'll call tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Cabin on a Putu today. You're really good with kids. I can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. Makes me worried about Cabin. Why? Well, back home. I get the class to laugh, open up. Get them in the mood to learn, you know? But it's harder here. What does that have to do with Cabin? I just feel that there's a wall between me and my class. Can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did. And I feel that same wall growing around Cabin. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Cabin? It's so hard to even talk to him. He speaks in English all the time. And he talks so fast. It's hard to understand him. It's like he's in a different world than us. Man, that is a shame to feel like you're disconnecting from your kid. Well, it's more than just that. Ah, he doesn't eat lunch at school. What does that mean? Man, I'll go eat lunch. This is a game about cooking. He brings it back every day with some excuse. I don't know if the other kids made fun of him for it, or if he's embarrassed. I don't know. I'm worried. These things bother me too. But we chose to bring him up here. Not him. We did because we thought he'd have a better life here. And he does. This place comes with better education and opportunities. It also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask him to ignore from the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? Yes, maybe. It's just scary. Don't worry, Venba. Well, he'll turn out just fine. How are you so sure? He's our child. How else will he turn out? Aww. Those fallen from their resolve are stripped of respect, like hair fallen from the head. 1 year later, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be any new... Why does that look emptier than usual? I was gonna say no new pictures. Go on, tell her. His name is Pavlon. He's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. She says Appa's not at the office. Does she know what time he left? Do you know when my dad left the office? See, I think it's stuff like this when it's like blurry, is she can't understand quite what he's saying. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? You see my dad today? Okay, good. Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we could call him? Does he usually go home with someone? She says no. Dad usually leaves alone, and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. That's not good when your dad just doesn't come home. Listen, if he went out to get the milk in a game like this is gonna be a little crazy. I won't lie. Never thought I'd see us walking through the dark like this. Why are we walking through the park, Alma? You think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kana. Sometimes your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If you decide to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? Do you think he went somewhere else first? But where could he go for this long? I don't know, Calvin. Enough with your questions. Aw, you made him sad. Sorry, Kana. I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Calvin. Here, you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, and I'll answer it. But only if you ask it in Tamil. Okay? Ooh, okay. I could do that. Ahem. Okay. Okay, I could do that. But that lady said that Appa's very quiet. He talks a lot at home. Well, look at you go. See, you can speak to me when you want to. I don't know. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Listen, you have to know with a guy like this in a place like this, probably not going to be talking to him too much. Unfortunately, I don't think that the Canadians have too much in common with your Appa son. My bad. Who knows though? Maybe he's really into hockey, but somehow I'm doubting it. Nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Kevin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back at home, right? Did he like his job then? Well, Loving to write and loving his job are two very different things. But oh yes, he loved to write. How come I never see him write at home? Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. Are you serious? How did you two meet? I'm curious. You know, I'm named after a type of poem, right? Yes, Appa told me. A Venba is kind of like a haiku. The private school where I was teaching was treating both staff and students terribly. No proper equipment or rooms and horrible pay. So we organized a protest. We had signs and boards and dozens of people. One day we were told a reporter wanted to interview us. We thought this was a big break. But he was the shabbiest person I'd ever seen. He looked like he had just woken up. Was it Appa? Yes. Still, I answered all his questions and hoped for the best. A week later, we all read the article that came in the magazine. But it wasn't an article. It was a poem? It was a Venba. A gorgeous one, too. It was about the school, students, our protest, and it was about me. Somehow people could ignore our protest, but they couldn't ignore the poem. It received a lot of attention as a result, so did our protest. The school was forced to change, and I was smitten. Well, I wasn't expecting you to meet via journalistic haiku. The question becomes, especially if it is actually similar to a haiku, how'd you fit all that in that few syllables? Why did you move here? That might cheer him up. It wasn't an easy choice. Pavlon wanted to be with me, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. But a lot of people took issue with you being together. I can't imagine why that would be. And they decided to make it our problem. It was getting really hard to deal with, so we gambled on a fresh start and took it. The question becomes, of course, if you're still supposedly trying to send money back home as well for said fresh start, this is a lot to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. Amma, I see Appa. I don't like how you're zooming in on her face with that concerned look. And there it goes. I am very concerned for Venba right now. What is with that look on your face and the quickened pace? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Man. Couldn't even get that right. Well, at least he didn't get beaten to a pulp. Thank goodness for that. The question is, what the heck happened that cut his face, ripped off his badge, and all the other stuff?